Chapter 1, Arjun Vishad Yoga. This chapter has 47 verses. This chapter starts with the question of King Dhritarashtra, who is blind and eager to know the developments on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. He asks his counselor and charioteer, whose name is Sanjaya, to describe the scene at the battlefield. Sanjaya has supernatural vision. He would be able to see the war and describe it in detail to Dhritarashtra. So Dhritarashtra asked, O Sanjaya, my sons and Pandavas, the warriors assembled to fight at the holy place of Kurukshetra, what did they do? Sanjaya replied that Duryodhana, who is son of this blind king Dhritarashtra, seeing the army of Pandavas in the battlefield, Duryodhana approached to his teacher Drona and said, O teacher, please see the vast army of the sons of Pandu. And he began to describe the qualities of Pandava's army. He said Bhima and Arjuna are the foremost leaders of the Pandavas' army, and their brothers represent the virtuous aspect of life. Bhima is the symbol of strength. Arjuna is a great warrior. He kept on going. After describing in detail about Pandava's army and their qualities, Duryodhana began to describe the qualities of his own army to his teacher, who was general of the army. Duryodhana said that in our army we have great warriors, victorious one, and many other brave men who are ready to sacrifice their life for my sake. They have many weapons, and all of them they are expert of the art and science of combat. Duryodhana keeps going. Due to his anxiety and fear, he says, this army of ours, supervised by Bhishma, is large but inadequate. However, the army of Pandavas, supervised by Bhima, is small but adequate. Duryodhana has stronger army and skilled generals, but he's unsure of his victory. Duryodhana addresses to his army that you all should stand according to your positions at all major entry points of the battle formation. All of you should surround and protect Commander-in-Chief Bhishma alone. If the commander of the army is dead, war will be lost. After listening to the long talk of Duryodhana, Bhishma, the eldest of the army, blew his conch. It is to be noted, Drona did not even utter a word. The leaders of the both armies blew their conches. Duryodhana's army created a fierce sound to terrorize the Pandavas, but Pandava's army returned a mighty sound with full confidence. The sound of the Pandavas' conches frightened Duryodhana. Both armies standing in position, and the battle was about to start. The son of Pandu, Arjuna, who had Kapithwaja, Hanuman flag on his chariot, requested to Lord Krishna to drive his chariot between the two armies so that he can see the strength of the enemies. Arjuna's chariot is now positioned in between the both armies, but he doesn't see his enemies. He sees his grandfathers, father-in-law, uncle, brothers, cousin, and his nephews. he suddenly became affected by attachment towards his relatives, and he sank in a self created pool of sorrow. He forgot his purpose and he got attached. He spoke in grief to Lord Krishna. He said his body is suddenly becoming too weak. His mind was terribly depressed. He started saying, I should not fight, standing in front of the armies. He said this. Seeing these relatives and friends assembled here as a fighter, Arjuna says, my limbs fail, my mouth is completely dry, I shiver, and my hair stands on the end. This blow is slipping away from my hand. My skin burns. O Krishna, I am unable even to stand. My mind is in confusion. I do not see any good killing my own people. O Krishna, I do not want this victory, nor the kingdom, nor pleasure. The pleasure of a kingdom without family members and relatives is no pleasure at all. Arjuna says that killing so many people will lead to destruction of social structure. O Krishna, even if I am killed, I do not want to kill them. Even for the sake of the three worlds, they are my own people. They are my relatives. O Krishna, these people are corrupted by greed. They do not realize the consequences of destroying the family structure. We clearly see the evil of destruction of family structure. The traditional rights, duties of the family will get totally destroyed. We are about to commit a great sin of killing our own people. Even in this battlefield, as I stand unarmed and non-resistant, if Dhritarashtra's son kills me, that would be better for me. Having said all this, Arjuna sank down on his seat of the chariot in the battlefield, giving away his bow and arrow, with his mind afflicted with deep sorrow. Here ends chapter 1. This was a very short introduction of chapter 1. Hope you liked it.